local healthcare providers' information. On the next slide. Most of these providers offer telehealth services, so if you're showing symptoms of COVID-19, like fever, dry cough, or difficulty breathing, call them immediately to make an appointment. We have providers from PCC on the line, so if you have questions about telehealth services, use the chat box and they will answer directly or at the end of our information session. And for mental health resources, call Northwest Side Housing Center and we can help direct you to nearby available healthcare providers.
Ahora vamos a hablar del acceso a salud. Aquí tenemos una lista de médicos locales con su información. Ellos ofrecen la telesalud. Así que si usted muestra los síntomas de coronavirus, como fiebre, tos o dificultad para respirar, puedes llamar al médico para una cita. En la línea tenemos médicos de PCC. Si tienen preguntas, puede usar la ventana de chat a la derecha. Para información de salud mental, puedes llamar al Northwest Side Housing Center y podemos ayudarte a dirigir atención médica cercanos y disponible. Here are additional health resources and safety tips. Our friends at Rush host a weekly web series called Ask a Doc. This Zoom is held on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and covers different topics on health and COVID-19. If you'd like to join the conversation, email chee@rush.edu. Our friends at Lurie Children hosted a Q&A with the governor, a doctor, and youth-led questions around COVID-19. You can view the playback by clicking the link.
Aquí son más recursos de salud y de seguridad. Nuestros amigos de Rush tienen un cierre web cada semana llamada Pregunta al Médico. El Zoom en español se muestra los jueves a las 10 de la mañana y cubre diferentes temas sobre salud y coronavirus. Si ustedes quieren unirse a la conversación, envíe un correo electrónico en la pantalla. Nuestros amigos de Children's organizaron una pregunta y una respuesta con el gobernador, un médico y jóvenes que llevan preguntas sobre coronavirus. Puede ver la reproducción haciendo clic en este enlace.
Next slide, please. Stay home as much as possible, but we know it's important for our mental health to take walks or runs, so please follow these guidelines. Stay 6 feet away from others, wear a mask like this, or if you go to the store, have a list of things prepared so you are quick and efficient.
Quédate en casa tanto como sea posible, pero sabemos que es bueno para la salud mental a salir afuera, así que mantén prácticas de distanciamiento social, como mantener distancia de 6 pies a los demás, usar una máscara como y si vas a una tienda, tienes una lista de cosas preparadas para que seas rápido y eficiente.
And lastly, here are some mental health hotlines, or if you prefer connecting with someone via text, there is a crisis text line at the bottom of the screen. On the right, you will notice additional COVID-19 resources, a dedicated hotline, and a platform for virtual appointments from our friends at Advocate Aurora.
Finalmente, aquí hay algunas líneas directas de salud mental. Me gustaría señalar que hay una línea directa a español. A la derecha notará recursos adicionales de coronavirus, una línea directa dedicada y una plataforma para citas virtuales de nuestros amigos en Advocate Aurora.
Wow, thank you so much, Cynthia and Emily. There were so many great resources to share with us. Next, we're going to talk about financial resources and resources related to housing. My colleagues Carmen and Natalie are both going to share with us. Julio, will you translate?
Muchas gracias a mis colegas Cindy y a Emily por compartir todos esos recursos. Ahora vamos a escuchar de mis colegas Carmen y Natalie sobre qué apoyo financiero hay referente a temas de vivienda y temas de la comunidad.
All right, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We're going to talk about the financial support that the Housing Center offers. We have our Financial Opportunity Center that offers income support and public benefits enrollment assistance, like LIHEAP, SNAP, and other energy assistance programs. We also offer financial coaching with credit repair, budgeting, and financial goal tracking to help you on your way for all your goals. Also, career and workforce development. Our partners at Career Connects can help you build the skills to gain long-term meaningful employment.
Muy buenas tardes a todos y bienvenidos. El Centro Northwest Side, a través del Centro de Oportunidades Financieras, proporciona los siguientes servicios. LIHEAP es asistencia para pago de sus facturas de luz y gas, además de otras asistencias para hacer que su vivienda sea eficiente o que ahorre energía. La ayudamos con aplicaciones de SNAP, antiguamente conocidos como las estampillas, y también le ayudamos a aplicar para la tarjeta médica. A través de un guía financiero, le ayudamos a reparar su crédito y a establecer un presupuesto realístico basado en los ingresos que tal vez ahora son menos que los que recibía anteriormente, y le damos seguimiento hasta que usted logre sus metas. Otro de los servicios que proveemos es el desarrollo profesional y laboral. Nuestros socios de Career Connects pueden ayudarles a desarrollar sus habilidades para obtener un empleo que mejore la calidad de su vida financiera.
Our Housing Counseling Center provides rental counseling with apartment search assistance, landlord-tenant dispute support, tenant rights education, and landlord education as well. We also have foreclosure prevention counseling. We can work with you and your bank to seek mortgage solutions to keep you in your home. Along with first-time home buyer counseling, our home buyer class is now available through Zoom, so please register now.
También tenemos el Centro de Asesoramiento de Vivienda. Hoy más que nunca hay muchas disputas entre dueños y tenants. El asesoramiento de alquiler y asistencia en la búsqueda de apartamentos, apoyas en disputas entre propietarios e inquilinos, educación sobre los derechos de los inquilinos y educación a los propietarios sobre sus derechos. La prevención de ejecuciones hipotecarias. Podemos trabajar con usted y su banco para buscar soluciones hipotecarias que lo mantengan en su hogar. También proveemos asesoramiento para compradores de vivienda por primera vez. Nuestras clases para compradores de vivienda ahora están disponibles a través de Zoom. Puede registrarse desde ya o al terminar esta sesión puede registrarse si está pensando en comprar casa por primera vez.
All right, so most important question is, what if I cannot pay rent? Well, the most important thing and the first thing that you want to do is communicate with your landlord. You want to create a payment plan with your landlord, whether that's a monthly plan or a lump sum in a time that you want to create with your landlord. You also want to apply for state and city rental assistance program and apply for any loans that you may be eligible for. We also are going to provide some links where you can apply. We have some homeless prevention and homeless prevention providers listed along with rental assistance as well. Some other important factors to know: only the Cook County Sheriff can evict you, and they are not enforcing any orders currently right now. Due to COVID-19, the courts are closed until May 31st. Undocumented immigrants cannot be evicted based on their immigration status that holds before and after COVID-19. You can enroll for temporary SNAP benefits for your children without providing a Social Security number as well. If you have any questions or concerns, please give us a call.
La gran pregunta del millón y que está muy de moda ahora: ¿qué pasa si no puedo pagar el alquiler? Pues muy sencillo. Comunicación es básica entre dueños y tenants. También pueden plantear opciones de pago. Solicite programas de asistencia de alquiler estatal y municipal. Solicitar un préstamo tal vez es la última solución o la última opción, pero tenemos también opciones a través de los websites, estas direcciones que están en pantalla, para prevención del desamparo, proveedores para prevención del desamparo y asistencia de renta. Cosas importantes que usted debe saber para no ser víctimas de acoso de parte de los dueños o viceversa, no sé. Solo el sheriff del condado de Cook puede desalojarlo a usted. En estos momentos, las cortes, ninguna está desalojando, sino hasta el 31 de mayo. Los inmigrantes indocumentados tienen derecho, sí, tienen derecho, y tienen que ejercer su derecho, por favor. No pueden ser desalojados. Y también pueden aplicar para recibir beneficios temporales de SNAP para sus hijos si ofrecen un número de seguro social que anteriormente estaba negado, pero debido al COVID-19 están abiertas las aplicaciones para todos. A aplicar, señores.
Thank you so much, Carmen and Natalie, for that really important information. I want to take a moment to thank several of the elected officials in Belmont Cragin that are here with us tonight. We have Alderman Felix Cardona, we have Alderman Gilbert Villegas' office, and we have State Rep Evedina Delgado with us. Thank you so much to our elected officials that are here with us. We really appreciate your support. Now we're going to hear from our colleagues Linda and Emily, who are going to share resources for older adults. Julio, can you translate?
Muchas gracias a nuestros colegas por compartir los recursos de vivienda, y también queremos tomar este momento para reconocer y dar el agradecimiento a nuestros elegidos. Con nosotros está el concejal Félix Cardona Jr. del Distrito 31, la señorita Vanessa Valentín del Distrito 36 con el señor Villegas, y la representante Iva Dina Delgado, que es del Distrito 3. Ahora vamos a escuchar sobre temas de personas de mayores de edad.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for being here. I'm so excited. For the older adults in your life, or if you're an older adult, we definitely want to provide you with food and grocery resources during this difficult time. For food and groceries, for you and your loved one, you can apply for Meals on Wheels, and that has to be age 60 or up. The number for that application over the phone is 312-744-4016. Or you can call the Northwest Side Housing Center directly, and we can help you with the application over the phone, 773-283-3888 in English or Spanish. If you are undocumented, you can still apply for Meals on Wheels. You will still be eligible. There's no income restrictions as well, but you do have to be age 60 minimum. For SNAP, you can definitely call the Northwest Side Housing Center, and we can help you apply on the phone, both in English and Spanish. There are also some food pantries locally. Some of them do deliver. St. Cyprian Food Pantry at 773-283-9178. Chicago Hope Food Pantry at 773-449-9763. Iglesia Evangelica Emmanuel, 773-237-1645. And Onward Neighborhood House at St. Peter's Church, 773-622-3215. Also, there is a new resource, the Belmont Cragin Mutual Aid Network. They also provide groceries and food deliveries, and also medication deliveries. So get in touch with Northwest Side Housing Center, and we will definitely connect you with them.
Hola, estos son algunos recursos importantes para los adultos mayores en nuestra comunidad. Para alimentos y combustibles, usted o su ser querido pueden solicitar la comida sin heridas. Aquí es el número, o llame a Northwest Side Housing Center y deje su nombre, teléfono y que quieren comidas sin heridas. Si usted es indocumentado, todavía puede solicitar y no hay restricciones de ingresos. La edad mínima es de 60 años. Además, para obtener la información de SNAP, llame a Northwest Side Housing Center y deje a su nombre, teléfono y que desee solicitar SNAP. También aquí son los números de la mesa de distribución de alimentos. Hay 4 que está cerca de Belmont Cragin y puede ayudar.
Okay, so I know you're very concerned about face masks because we all have to wear them in public now. You can actually call the Northwest Side Housing Center if you need a mask, and we'll arrange to get you one. This is for Belmont Cragin residents only due to the limited supply. Northwest Side Housing Center can also mail or email you instructions on how to make your own washable, reusable cloth mask at home. Just give us a call, leave a message with your name and number, and request the instructions.
Finalmente, queremos asegurarnos de que todos nuestros adultos mayores tengan máscaras faciales para usar cuando salgas de su hogar o apartamento. Llame a Northwestside Housing Center si necesita una máscara. Esto es para los residentes de Belmont Cragin solo debido a la oferta limitada. Podemos enviarle por correo o por correo electrónico instrucciones sobre cómo hacer máscaras lavables o reutilizables con tela. Llámenos con su nombre y número y dígale que necesita una máscara facial y haremos los arreglos necesarios para obtener una.
Thank you so much, Linda and Emily, for that really important information related to our older adults. We recognize that most older adults are not able to join online and that there's a real digital divide around technology. We've been calling hundreds of older adults every week and have shared the information from tonight's town hall with them, and will continue to share resources. Thank you to everyone who shared information in the chat box. During the Q&A, we will be sharing that information live with everyone. Before we hear from my colleague Esteban around technology resources, Julio is going to translate for us.
Muchas gracias a Linda y a Emily por darnos esa información sobre salud para personas de mayores edad. Ahora vamos a tomar este momento para hablar sobre la tecnología y vamos a asegurar de que la gente sepa dónde pueden acceder a esos recursos y qué pueden hacer para acceder a la red.
Thanks, Julio. Esteban's going to provide information around technology in Spanish, and I'll share it in English. You do not need a Zoom account in order to join a Zoom call. In order to join a Zoom call or meeting, all you have to do is open the invitation link that someone sends you. You can do this from your phone or from a computer, tablet, laptop, or other device. You're able to participate fully in the meeting without having an account or paying anything.
Hola, buenas noches. Entendemos que la mayoría del tiempo ahorita estamos viviendo en un tiempo virtual. Una de las mejores maneras para comunicarse es con la aplicación de Zoom. No se necesita tener una cuenta para Zoom para atender una llamada. Solo se necesita que lanzar la aplicación en su computadora o por teléfono.
Thanks, Esteban. Also, I realized that our capacity for tonight was at 100. We just upgraded so that more than 100 people could join. So for those of you that are just joining us, we're sorry that you missed the first half, but tonight is being recorded, so we'll definitely share that with you. If you would like to join a Zoom meeting, you do need to have a Zoom account in order to host a call or a meeting, but you don't have to pay anything. In order to create an account, you do have to have an email address. If you don't have an email or are unsure how to create one, we have a tutorial that will be posted to our Facebook page at Northwestside Housing Center to show you how to create an email, or you can call us and we'll help you create your email. Once you have an email account, you're able to create and host meetings up to 40 minutes with multiple participants for free. You don't have to pay anything.
La mayoría del cómo manejar y navegar con la aplicación o la cuenta de Zoom, nosotros podemos ayudarle individualmente. Solamente necesitan que llamarnos o preguntar en el Facebook o aquí en este chat y podemos darle más especificaciones. El video que se va a grabar va a tener más detalles de cómo navegar la aplicación. Solamente tienen que buscar en la página Zoom o la tienda de aplicaciones de su celular para descargar la aplicación. Durante ese tiempo le va a dar, como lo que ve en la pantalla, las 4 cajitas, una anaranjada y las 3 azules. Para tener una cuenta y lanzar una cita, un calendario, si se necesita una cuenta, puede usar su correo electrónico de Google o comunicárselo con su cuenta de Facebook.
Thanks, Esteban. We have more slides available to show you how to host a Zoom meeting. We're not going to go over them in detail tonight, but they will be part of the recording. In addition to Zoom, we realize that folks may need help with technology related to homeschooling or bringing their children online. We will also be posting tutorials related to how to help move homeschooling online and support your children on our Facebook page at Northwest Side Housing Center.
So, pasamos un poquito de las páginas para dar menos detalle aquí en el Zoom. Si quieren más información se la podemos dar. También vamos a platicar sobre cómo cambiar el virtual con los jóvenes y en sus escolares. Lo que están haciendo ahorita con Google Hangouts o Classrooms.
Thanks, Esteban. I know that our chat is filling up with lots of great resources and suggestions. We'll be sharing those in just a minute. Before that, we do want to share information about the census and how important it is for funding for our local communities. Julio and my colleague Cindy and Maria will be sharing more about the census.
Ahora vamos a tomar este momento para hablar sobre el tema del censo y nos da mucho gusto que están llegando muchas preguntas. La vamos a contestar en tan solo un momento. All right, well, thank you again, everyone, for joining us. I'm very excited to share with you this opportunity for you to fill out the census. If you did it already, thank you so much. If you haven't, do it right now. Do it after this. It's only once every 10 years. So if you say, you know what, I forgot, I'm gonna do it next year, not gonna happen. Do it now. From what I heard, 10 years ago, they were filling it out with pencils. Now you can fill it out a bunch of ways. Online, over the phone. And the reason why this is so important is because $675 billion is on the line. We need more funding for our healthcare workers, for our hospitals. If you do anything, if you drive on the road, if you take the bus, if you live in a home, we need this funding. We need to fight for it to get it from the federal government. Cindy?
Hi, buenas noches. Es muy importante que llenen el censo. El censo solamente se hace una vez cada 10 años. Ese dinero se reparte entre todos los Estados Unidos y nosotros tenemos que ser contados para que todo el dinero que se necesita para nuestra comunidad se quede en nuestra comunidad. Es para nuestras escuelas, para nuestros parques, para nuestras calles, para traer más recursos para nuestra comunidad. Solamente dura 5 o 10 minutos, se puede hacer por línea, se puede hacer por teléfono, se puede mandar por correo. Lo atienden en español, puede hacerlo en español también en la computadora y en diferentes lenguajes si es más cómodo para usted. Y si necesita más ayuda, puede llamarnos a la oficina y estamos disponibles para ayudarle en cualquier cosa.
All right, so here's some important facts about the census. You have until October 31st, so Halloween. So let's say it's Halloween, you haven't done your census, do it. There's no questions about citizenship, so it doesn't matter if you are not a resident or citizen, fill it out. Like I said, you can fill it out online, over the phone, or by mail if you already got it. And I'm confident that you guys can help spread the word. If you ask 10 people to fill it out, and then those 10 people ask 10 people, we can get to 1,000. And I'm pretty sure you guys all have a ton of friends. And now we're gonna hear from Cindy.
Es muy fácil de llenar el censo. La fecha límite la han movido hasta el 31 de octubre, que viene siendo el día de Halloween, el día de los brujos. Es muy fácil de hacerlo. Solamente son unas cuantas preguntas. No toma nada de tiempo. No preguntan nada sobre su ciudadanía, su estatus, su trabajo. No le preguntan absolutamente nada más que su nombre, su edad y dónde vive el 1 de abril. Es muy fácil de hacer, le puede ayudar a sus familiares, a sus vecinos, recuérdele a toda la gente, porque es dinero para todos, no nomás es para nosotros, es para toda la comunidad. Es muy importante que lo hagan, se puede hacer bien rápido, y si necesita ayuda para algo, nos puede llamar.
All right, great. And if those are not reasons enough to fill out the census, I'm gonna give you one more. We're gonna start a raffle starting tomorrow. So some of our great census outreach workers have been doing a great job of previously knocking on doors, making a lot of phone calls and sending texts. Tomorrow, we're gonna have our first set of raffle, where we're gonna raffle off 10 gift cards to Target and Walmart. These are all folks that have already filled out the census. But the good news is that every week thereafter, we're going to pick winners leading up to the census, where you'll be able to, we're going to raffle off gift certificates to our restaurants and also more gift cards for you to get whatever you need, PPE, food at Walmart and Target.
Cindy, do you want to translate that for Julio? Oh, or, yeah, there we go. Thanks.
Vamos a tener una rifa empezando el día de mañana. Es para toda la gente que quiera llenar, bueno, que ya ha llenado el censo. Vamos a estar rifando 10 tarjetas de regalo para la Target y la Walmart. Después de eso vamos a empezar una rifa y vamos a estar regalando tarjetas de regalo para restaurantes y negocios en nuestra misma comunidad. Por favor, llénenlo, nos dejan saber que ya lo llenaron, nos dan una prueba y los metemos en la rifa.
Thank you, Cindy, and thank you, Julio. We're now going to move into the question and answer portion of tonight's conversation town hall. We already have a lot of great resources that have been shared, and we'll open it up for more questions. At the end, at 8 o'clock, we're also going to pick several individuals that have joined us tonight by phone and video to also receive gift cards from local businesses to Walmart and to grocery stores, in addition to those for the census. So please stay on the call until 8, and then we'll get your information to deliver you gift cards in the next few days for those winners.
Ahora vamos a comenzar la parte de contestando las preguntas. Si se quedan hasta las 8, vamos a escoger unas cuantas personas para que entren a una rifa hoy. O simplemente conectando aquí van a entrar a una rifa y la vamos a pasar a dejarlas, esas tarjetas, en los siguientes días.
Thanks, Julio. If you have a question or comment, please feel free to type it into the chat box as well as in our Facebook event page. And now we're going to share some of the resources that have already been shared from those that are with us here tonight. And Julio, I'd ask that you translate for me. If you need assistance from Belmont Cragin Mutual Aid, their website is belmontcraginmutualaid.com, and that's BELMONTCRAGINMUTUALAID.com, belmontcraginmutualaid.com.
Si usted necesita un recurso inmediatamente, está el grupo de Belmont Cragin Mutual Aid. Su página web es belmontcraginmutualaid.com. Practicando mi español hoy.
Thanks, Julio. If you need additional personal protective equipment, PPE, or masks, and you live in the 36th or the 31st Ward, your alderman is on this call and is able to assist you. For the 31st Ward residents, you can call 773-824-2000, and the alderman's office can assist you.
Si necesita mascarillas, los concejales del Distrito 36, señor Villegas, y el concejal Félix Cardona Jr., del Distrito 31, le pueden ayudar con eso. El concejal Jr. es el 773-824-2400.
Thanks, Julio. In addition, if you need additional food-related resources, we have two principals from schools here, Mr. Jaramillo from Steinmetz High School and Mrs. Stewart from Belmont Cragin Elementary School and the Early Childhood Learning Center. Both are sites for food distribution from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. from Monday through Friday. If you need to know where to get food, there is a website. We're going to put the link in the chat box. We'll also have it on our list of links. It's through CPS, and that's where you can find the nearest food distribution site that is a school related to you. Both schools are also giving out learning packets. So for those of you that do not have access to online learning at this time or may not be able to fully access it, there are learning packets that are available for you when you pick up food as well. Julio?
También hay comida disponible de dos de las escuelas. Hay dos escuelas aquí el día de hoy. La escuela Belmont Cragin, que está en la 5252 West Palmer, se da la vuelta en la Latrobe, es de 9 a 1. Lunes a viernes también están dando paquetes para que los estudiantes estudien. También la secundaria Steinmetz que está en la 3030 North Mobile. También están dando comida para estudiantes, ya siendo de la secundaria o del primer grado, de 1 a 8.
Thanks, Julio. In addition, we have some additional census-related resources. Thank you to Saul, who is here from the U.S. Census. He reminded us that there are English and Spanish numbers that you can call to complete the census. The number in English is 844-330-2020, and the number in Spanish is 844-468-2020.
Nos acompañó un residente que se llama Saúl, que trabaja para el censo de los Estados Unidos, y nos compartió 2 números de teléfono para si lo quieren hacer por su celular. En inglés, el número de teléfono es 844-330-2020, y en español es 844-468-2020.
Thanks, Julio. Another resource that has come in is an additional food pantry that we didn't have in our list, which is Iglesia Nueva Vida in Albany Park. And they are distributing food on Tuesdays. And New Life Albany Park Church is also the name. And they're distributing food through Aspira School at 3729 West Leland Avenue. That's every Tuesday. And we'll post the link for that as well in the chat box. So in addition to the food pantry and resources we shared, in addition to the schools that are distributing, that is another resource that is distributing food in Albany Park.
Muchas gracias a Jackie por compartirlo y por poner la traducción. Me hace más fácil. So, la Iglesia Nueva Vida en Albany Park están distribuyendo alimentos en la escuela Aspira 3729 West Leland todos los días martes. Se podría inscribir para recibir alimentos y el link va a estar disponible. Y es cada martes.
Thanks, Julio. Calvin Park High School is also another school that is providing resources related to food. Thank you to Mommy, who shared that information in the chat box with us.
También para terminar sobre el tema de dispensa de comida, el usuario Mami dijo que la secundaria Calvin Park, que está en la Costner, que pueden también recoger almuerzos ahí de 9 a 12.
Thank you. I want to ask my colleagues, are there any questions or comments that have come in on the Facebook event page that we want to share? I'm not sure if we've seen anything. Esteban?
None.
Okay. Oh, hi, Veronica. That's Mommy. So hi. I want to thank you for the resource from Calvin Park.
There was one question posted earlier about resources for homeowners.
Mm-hmm.
When we were talking about the rental, the resources for homeowners, for renters.
Great. I can answer it in English, Julio, if you want to translate.
Sure.
The Northwest Side Housing Center does provide resources for homeowners. We provide foreclosure prevention counseling. There are several different options, including loan modification, loan forbearance, other repayment options, as well as loan deferment. Each of those options are different and depends on several factors, including your bank, your current payment, your employment situation, income, among several others. Foreclosure prevention and rental counseling is always 100% free. You should never pay for foreclosure or rental services ever from anyone. And that doesn't matter English, Spanish, undocumented or not. All of those resources are available for free. You can call our office at 773-283-3888, and one of our HUD certified housing counselors can help you navigate that process.
So, referente al tema de vivienda, si usted necesita ayuda, ya sea rentero o dueño de casa, nos puede hablar a nosotros o cualquier otra agencia sin fines de lucro. Y es completamente gratis, no importa cuánto gana o su estatus migratorio. Si usted necesita ayuda hablando con el banco, le podemos ayudar. Incluso si su hipoteca si el dueño es el gobierno federal, hay varias asistencias disponibles. Y llámenos, nosotros le podemos ayudar. Tenemos expertos que han hecho ese trabajo por muchos años.
Thanks, Julio. We had another question come in about someone who's interested in volunteering and helping support our efforts. Belmont Cragin Mutual Aid is a volunteer network of local residents that are helping support other residents and neighbors during this time. And so they're looking for volunteers who have cars that are able to help support deliveries and support getting supplies to individuals in Belmont Cragin. You can reach out either through Northwest Side Housing Center by calling or emailing us, going to our Facebook page, or going to Belmont Cragin's website that we mentioned earlier, and they have information available for volunteers. Mutual aid only works with volunteers that are able to help support each other and help support the community through providing resources to their neighbors in need.
So, el grupo de Belmont Cragin Mutual está buscando voluntarios que tengan automóvil o coche que les pueden ayudar a asistir en repartir recursos. Sí es importante y se ocupa la ayuda. Varios de nosotros ya lo hemos hecho y se toma unas cuantas horas. So, por favor, si están disponibles, el link está en la caja de donde están mandando mensajes.
Thanks, Julio. And I know earlier we mentioned the phone number for the 31st ward related to PPE and masks. The number for the 36th ward related to PPE and masks is 773-745-4636. En español, por favor, Julio.
La otra oficina que está ayudando con mascarillas, el distrito 36, es el concejal Villegas. El teléfono es 773-745-4636.
Thank you. We have another question that came in related to resources for individuals that need support that are undocumented related to COVID-19 tests. And thank you to PCC who was able to answer that for us. The hotline for PCC is 773-295-3347. If they are a patient, they can talk directly with a doctor or nurse. And if they're not a patient, they do have to register, but then they will be able to follow up with testing at their Salud site at 5359 West Fullerton or PCC Austin on 3030 North Lotus. Both sites are by appointment only, so you cannot walk in. You must have an appointment and you must call first.
So, se hizo la pregunta referente a que le hagan el examen para coronavirus. Aquí la respuesta fue que pueden llamar primero al 773-295-3347 para que hablen con un doctor o una enfermera o enfermero para que le den los siguientes pasos. Un lugar donde puede ir para que le den el examen es el 5359 West Fullerton o en el local que está en la Austin en la 330 Lotus. Pero esos locales es solamente con cita previa.
Thank you again to PCC and to Dr. Emma for that information. We also had another question about volunteering. Thank you to Matt Hoffman and the Belmont Cragin Mutual Aid team. They did include the link to sign up to volunteer. And again, they are in need of volunteers with cars that are able to drop off critical items, food, medicine, or medical related items, and PPE masks to individuals in the community. We have another resource that came in from State Rep Evedina Delgado's office. She shared the unemployment information. So if you are struggling with accessing unemployment, we know that they're severely backed up and that many individuals are not getting answers from the unemployment office. They can call State Rep Evedina Delgado's office directly and she can help. Her office can help with that. The number for her office is 773-237-4558. Again, the number for State Rep Evedina Delgado's office to help with unemployment-related matters is 773-237-4558.
La representante Iva Dina Delgado nos compartió que si tiene problemas con las solicitudes de desempleo, con el Departamento de Seguridad de Empleo, puede llamarle a su oficina directamente, 773-237-4558, o si es cualquier tema del estado, y también le puede mandar un correo electrónico en staterepdelgado@gmail.com. Y lo que puedo decir es que los elegidos en esta área todos hablan español, so no tengan temor, levanten el teléfono y son buena gente, hablen con ellos.
Thank you. This is going to be our last call for questions and comments in the chat box. I want to remind you that this is only our first virtual town hall, and we will have additional town halls and resources specific to those shared and others with the community. So if you have any last comments or questions, please feel free to put them into the chat box before we pick our winners of the raffle and say goodnight. One question that just came in is for Dr. Emma and PCC. Is there a cost to the COVID-19 test? And if so, do you have information on the cost for folks? If you could type into the chat box for us, that would be great. And I'm sure it depends on insurance, but if you could share for those that are uninsured or undocumented, if there's a fee for the test, that would be great. While we pick our raffle winners before we wrap up here with final comments.
No se vayan todavía para que ganen, para que sean elegibles para la rifa, pero la pregunta fue si hay algún costo referente a tomar el examen del coronavirus. Y dice aquí que si tienen seguranza, que sería por eso, o sea, pagaría la cuota que dice su seguro, pero si no tiene seguranza, no hay ningún costo.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Emma. She just confirmed that if you do have insurance, it will go through your insurance and your normal co-pays, co-insurance will apply. If you are uninsured, there is no cost to the test at PCC for COVID-19, which is really important. Thank you. Before we wrap up, we want to go through the raffle and pick a couple of individuals that we can support with a gift card to a local grocery store or Walmart. So we're randomly picking names. We're going to ask that if we pick your name, if you please stay on so we can get your information and get the gift card to you.
Ahora van a escoger los nombres para la rifa.
Yeah, and there's one additional question regarding mutual aid from someone. Yes, we do have Belmont Cragin Mutual Aid, and we did share their information earlier, so we'll make sure that we share that link with you.
So alguien preguntó sobre el Belmont Cragin Mutual Aid, vamos a compartir esa información.
Yeah, and we have some more information coming in. Yes, Susan, we will be consolidating all of the links. We have a page that we'll send out to everyone on our website and on Facebook, so thank you for that. We're going to condense that. And yes, we'll also include information from local churches. Thank you for that. Yeah, and Martha has a particular question related to unemployment. Again, you can call Evedina Delgado's office and she can help you directly with that, or you can call our office. We're gonna go ahead and pick the raffles just while we have everyone's still on the call before they leave. I know that some people are already starting to hop off. So the first winner is phone number is area code 773, and the first three of their phone number is 567. If that is you, we're going to ask that you stay on the phone call. If your first three of your phone number is 567, we ask that you stay on, and we're going to unmute you and get your information so we can get you a gift card. So we'll make sure that we get your information.
El primer ganador es el teléfono 773-567. Quédense al final para que nos des tu información, para que te vayas de compras.
The second person that joined via phone that we're going to give a gift card to, his phone number is 773 is the area code, 744 is the first three. So if you could also stay on, we're going to get your information and get you a gift card as well.
La segunda ganadora es teléfono 773-744. 773-744. Quédense para que se ganen su tarjeta, pero no se vayan juntos a las compras.
In addition, we're going to choose a couple of folks that have joined us live. The first person to join us is Eileen, E-L-I-N. Eileen, if you could please stay on. We want to get your information so we can also get a gift card to you as well. We're going to pick a couple other ones.
How do you spell that?
E-L-I-N.
Okay, la tercera o tercero ganador es Eileen, E-L-I-N. E-L-I-N.
Oh, and they volunteered to give their gift card away in the chat box. So thank you, Eileen. We will donate that gift card to someone. We appreciate it. The next person is Graciela de la Cruz. Graciela, if you could stay on, we will get your information to get you a gift card.
Y la cuarta ganadora es Graciela de la Cruz. Por favor, quédase al final para que le mandemos o le pasemos dejar la tarjeta de regalo.
Next is someone with an iPhone whose name is Rocio Rabadan, I think is it? R-O-C-I-O. Rocio? Is that?
La quinta ganadora es la que está en su iPhone, su teléfono, Rocío.
Mm-hmm. And then the next person is Marie Carmen.
Ok, y la sexta persona que ganó la tarjeta de regalo es María Carmen. María Carmen.
The last person is Ruth Rosas. Ruth and Rosas, R-O-S-A-S.
Y la última ganadora es Ruth Rosas. Ruth Rosas.
And then Aline, thank you so much for donating your gift card. We'll get that to an individual that in the community that reaches out to us that needs the resource. Ruth also donated her gift card. So for both of you, we'll make sure that we donate those gift cards to someone in the community who needs them. So thank you so much. It's 8:01 and we want to be respectful of everyone's time. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of community. Again, we know that we're living in really challenging and scary times for all of us. And so we appreciate you showing up tonight and showing your care and concern for the communities in which we live and serve. Thank you to the entire Northwest Side Housing Center team, to everyone who's supported the chat box, created the event, ran the PowerPoint slides, translated, shared information. Laura, Julio, Ernie, everyone, Esteban, thank you so much for your support of the community tonight. We appreciate you. We're all in this together.
Y gracias a todos por estar aquí, gracias al equipo por todos sus esfuerzos. Esta va a ser la primera de muchas juntas. Juntos somos más poderosos. Gracias.
Okay, and if we said your name, please stay on the call so we can get you your gift card.